Simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous. Hello everyone and welcome to this grammar lesson on English tenses about present tenses. When we say present tenses, there is not only one, there are four of them. There is simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous tense. Let's talk about these four tenses, how to use these tenses in the right situation, where to use them and to give the right meaning in the sentences. Alright, let's begin. Let's talk about these four tenses. Here I have written a couple of information about these four tenses. Of course, it's not with all the details of these tenses. It's only an overview of these four tenses. If you need to study the details of these tenses, you can watch our specific videos on these tenses. We have made videos about each one of them, and if you need them, you can go on our channel and you can subscribe and you can watch each and every one about these tenses. Let's begin the overview of these four tenses. The first tense in the present is called simple present. What is simple present? It shows a kind of action which happens regularly. For the actions which they happen regularly. عملایی که تکراراً مکرراً انجام میشه ما simple present tense یا زمان حال صادره برش استفاده میکنیم. Actions which happen regularly or regular actions or actions that happen all the time. We use simple present. It used to happen in the past, it's happening now, and that will happen in the future as well. An action which happens regularly, in regular basis. We use simple present. The next one is present continuous. If we show present continuous on the timeline of the tenses, it shows an ongoing action, an action which is happening at the moment of speaking. What I'm saying right now, if I do an action and I express my action, so this time at this tense I have to use present continuous tense. عملی که در جریان باشه در هنگام صحبت، وقتی که ما صحبت میکنیم یک کار را انجام میدیم و او کار بخوایم او را بیان بکنیم، اظهار بکنیم، ما باید زمان حال جاری را به او زمان استفاده بکنیم، به او جمله خود استفاده بکنیم. This is the present continuous tense, an ongoing action in the current time, in the present time. The third one is present perfect. What is present perfect? Present perfect, the name is present, but actually it's a past action. Present perfect shows a past action. Why do we call it present perfect if it shows a past action? Because the action is done for the now, we call it perfect for now. بخاطر که عمل به زمان حال کامل است. That's why we call it present perfect. The action was in the past, completed in the past, was done in the past, so we use present perfect. Completed action at any specific time in the past. This is the usage of present perfect, a past action with any specific time. So then what is present perfect continuous tense? Present perfect continuous tense connects the past to present, connects the past and present. The action is started in the past, continues to present, and the possibility is that this action will go in the future. It might or might not go to the future. An action is started in the past, continues to present, and might go to future. We call it present perfect continuous tense. Alright, this is the timeline of simple tense, simple present, and this is the timeline of present continuous, this is the timeline of present perfect, and this is the timeline of present perfect continuous tense. So, a regular action, an ongoing action, a completed action in the past, an action is started in the past and continues to present and might go to the future as well. Hope it's clear. Of course, every tense has a different structure, and these four tenses, they have their own structures. Let's come to the structures and the differences in the structure of these tenses. The first structure for simple present tense, we use always subject, then verb 1, then complement. It has some details about SES, IES. watch the video, the video about simple present we have made. Watch that video to learn the details of this tense, where to use singular verbs, plural verb. You can understand it through that video. So this is the structure of simple present: subject plus verb 1 plus complement, the positive one. And to make it question and negative, we use the auxiliary verb do and does. The auxiliary verb in the simple present tense is do and does. Do and does comes in the beginning, then subject, then verb, then complement. We make it interrogative, we make it question. To make it negative, we have subject in the beginning, then do or does, then not, then verb, then complement. So this is the structure for simple present. Remember, the auxiliary verb in the simple present is do and does. Let's come to the present continuous tense, to the structure of some present continuous tense. Here we have subject, then the auxiliary verb is MR. In the present continuous tense, the auxiliary verb is MR. Verb ing and complement. Then we have the interrogative form. In every tense, we bring the auxiliary verb in the beginning to make it interrogative. So here the auxiliary verb is mr. We bring mr in the beginning. Mr plus subject plus verb ing plus complement. And to make it negative, we have the subject plus smr plus not plus verb ing plus complement. That's the way we make it negative. In the simple present, auxiliary verb do and does, and the present continuous auxiliary verb is mr. Let's come to the third one. Third tense in the present is called present perfect. What is the structure? In the structure of this tense, we have the subject, then the auxiliary verb have or has. Have or has, these two are the auxiliary verbs in the present perfect. Then verb 3, then complement. To make it question, we need to bring the auxiliary in the beginning. And what is the auxiliary here? Have or has. Have or has in the beginning plus subject plus verb 3 plus complement. This is interrogative form. This is question form. To make it negative, subject in the beginning, then have or has plus not plus verb 3 plus complement. This is the negative form of present perfect. So, present perfect continuous tense. So as far as we know, it's a perfect and continuous. It means we need the auxiliary to have and the auxiliary verb to be. We need both. In the continuous tense, we have the auxiliary verb to be, and the perfect tense, we have the auxiliary verb to have. But in the perfect continuous, present perfect continuous, we need both to be verb and to have verb as an auxiliary verb. So, what is the structure? We have subject plus have or has plus been plus verb ing plus complement. Have or has is the to have verb. Been is the third form of to be verb. So, which one should we bring in the beginning to make it question? In the present perfect continuous, we bring have or has in the beginning to make it a question. Have or has come in the beginning, so then subject, then been, then verb ing, then complement. It's the interrogative form of present perfect continuous. To make it negative, we have the subject in the beginning, then have or has, then not, then verb ing, then complement. This is the structure of present perfect continuous tense. So let's have a review of these four structures. In the simple present, the auxiliary verb is do and does, and we use the verb 1, then the complement. In the present continuous, the auxiliary verb is mr, and we use the verb ing, the ing form of the verb. And in the present perfect, the auxiliary verb is have or has, and we use the third form of the verb 3. And in the present perfect continuous tense, the auxiliary verb have or has and been, these are the auxiliary verb, and also we use the verb ing. To make this tense interrogative, this sentence interrogative, we bring have or has in the beginning. Hope to be clear about the structures of these four tenses. The next part is about the time expressions. They have different time expressions. Different time expressions are used with these different tenses. The first one, simple present. Which time expressions do we use in simple present? We use the word every, such as every day, every month, every week, every year, every night, every moment. So we use every with simple present. We can change it every day, every month, every year, or the rest of the time expressions. And also we use the adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency are used with simple present. Always, usually, sometimes, rarely, never. So these words are mostly used with simple present. So we can use a specific specific repetition of actions, such as once in a year, twice in a month, 3 times in a week, 4 times in a year. So 5 times in my life, 5 times in my life. So this shows also repeated action. So these kind of time expressions can be used with simple present. Once in a week, twice in a year, 3 times in a month, 4 times in a week. These kind of time expressions can be used. The time expressions with present continuous, such as now, at the moment, right now, or today. So these 4 time expressions are common to be used with present continuous tense. Now, right now, at the moment, today. Hope it's clear. And the present perfect. Present perfect, in the present perfect also there are some adverbs or some time expressions we use. Some adverbs of time we can call them as well. Such as already, just, yet, so far, recently, lately. These could be the time expressions of present perfect, though they do not show a specific time, but they show a time unspecifically. They do not show a specific time, they show a time but unspecifically, such as already. Already is not on a specific time. When, but it's already but not when. Exactly, it's not clear. Such as just, yet, so far, recently, and lately. I have explained these time expressions in the video of present perfect. You can watch and you can understand the difference about these words, how to use them. Alright, so the time expressions with present perfect continuous tense, there are 2 of them. Mostly we use them, the since and for. These 2 are very common to be used with present perfect continuous tense. Since shows a start of the action in the past, and for shows the duration of an action in the past. So this was about the time expressions of these 4 tenses. Let's come to some of the examples. We convert one sentence in 4 tenses. The first sentence says, she cooks dinner every night. It is simple present. She cooks dinner every night. Simple present. Repeated action. She is cooking the dinner now. She is cooking the dinner now. Present continuous tense. An ongoing action at the moment. And present perfect. She has cooked the dinner already. She has cooked the dinner already. It means the action was in the past, but the time is not specific when, but the action was done in the past. So she has cooked the dinner already. The word already shows an action, is used to show an action which was done, which is done before its proper time, before its specific time. When something is done before its exact timing, we use already. And the fourth sentence, she has been cooking dinner for 1 hour. So we said one sentence in 4 tenses. So we say she cooks dinner every night, simple present. She is cooking the dinner right now, present continuous. She has cooked the dinner already, present perfect. She has been cooking the dinner for 1 hour, present perfect continuous tense. Hope it's clear. The second sentence says, we study English 6 days in a week. 6 days in a week. It means it's a repeated action. 6 days in a week. In the present continuous tense, we are studying English now, at the moment. We are studying English at the moment, right now, now. Present continuous. We have studied English. We have studied English, or we can say it in the negative form, we haven't studied English yet. Yet is an adverb of time which is used mostly with negative sentences and interrogative sentences. We haven't studied English yet. It's a negative sentence. Or in the present perfect continuous tense, we have been studying English since 2022. So we could say one sentence in 4 tenses, and they show different situation. We study English every night. Repeated action. We are studying English right now. Currently, at the moment we are studying English. We have studied English. It means not now. We are not studying right now. We don't study now. We studied English at some time in the past. We have been studying English for 1 hour. We have been studying English for 1 hour. It means we started studying English an hour ago and still we are studying, and we might study in the future. Or we can say we have been studying English for 1 year. We started the action a year ago and still we are studying, and we might study more. It's called present perfect continuous tense. Alright. So this was all about 4 present tenses, and hope you understood the lesson. Make sure to do some practices about these 4 tenses. Write more of these examples, one sentence in 4 tenses. If you could face any problem, you can leave a comment, then we will explain again. So thank you so much, and wish you a best of luck. Have a good time. Talk to you next time.